Hello, my name is Jim Selman, and I've been working with the Danone Group since 2002 to create new ways of understanding ourselves, our world, and what is possible. There are three questions at the heart of the Danone Group's commitment to people, to creating a culture of transformational leadership, and to what we call the Danone Leadership Code. These questions are: who are you? What do you really want to accomplish if the future were up to you? And what is missing for you to accomplish it? Now, while straightforward, these questions don't have a simple answer. They are the questions we must all consider as central to our lives and our careers. We're embarked on transforming our organization from a traditional culture of prediction and control to one driven by inspiration, creativity, leadership, and an ethic of individual responsibility. A culture of and for Danoners, Dan owners. We ask ourselves, do our commitments create reality, or does our view of reality determine our commitments? We realize that each of us must find the courage to commit to possibilities before there's evidence that it's possible. And if we want to create a really new future that's not an extension of the past, we need to listen to what George Bernard Shaw said. Reasonable people adapt themselves to the circumstances. Unreasonable people adapt the circumstances to themselves. Progress, and I would add leadership, depends upon unreasonable people. If we're to achieve our vision, it requires that we be unreasonable and that we recognize that every one of us has a choice, not only about what we do, but also about who we are and our everyday way of being. Our way of being defines how we observe the world. It defines our attitudes and ultimately our behavior and our actions. The Danone Code is a way of thinking about and living the core values that define who we are and our way of being in the world. The C is for committed, or more precisely, committed to an ambitious future. But what is commitment? What does it mean to be committed? In Danone, it means creating an ambitious, unprecedented future under the principle that the best way to predict the future is actually to create it. Commitment is also saying what you mean and meaning what you say. Commitment is an action. But can we also see that commitment is what gives birth to new ideas and all kinds of possibilities? The O is for open. What do we mean by open? In Danone, it means open to learn and share with others, including people inside and outside the organization. A key element of openness is listening generously, before agreeing or disagreeing, before judging and before reacting to what another person is proposing. Openness is the key and the foundation for creating a future that's not an extension of the past, the key to achieving breakthroughs. D is for doer. In the final analysis, everything comes down to action. Whatever the future will be a product of our individual and collective actions. And the only real question is, what will determine our actions? In the Code way of being, it has us focus on action, while at the same time committed to creating new possibilities in every conversation. The key to being a doer is to appreciate that it's the negative things in life, the obstacles, the barrier, that give us the feedback about what we need to work on to achieve our vision. We call these breakdowns. E is for empowered. At Danone, we believe that we're empowered when we have whatever we need to accomplish our commitments. This can include having a relationship with your boss as a coach in which he is committed to your commitments and you work together to discover what is missing. It can also be a relationship with a team in which we provide for each other what is missing to accomplish the impossible. So in summary, the Danone Code is ultimately, at the end of the day, about you, about each and every individual Danoner. Are we committed? Are we open? Are we doers? Are we empowered? These four values, these four dimensions of who we are, together help us create a vision that's beyond what any of us could predict.